Cianabos. Welcome to my channel, Learning Builds Life. Today we are going to talk about Charles Darwin and the theory of natural selection. So let's begin. Charles Darwin had once written a book called Origin of Species, by means of natural selection. By means of natural selection. This book had proposed two main concepts which I am going to talk about today. The first concept is the duality of the unity and diversity of life. Duality of unity and diversity of life, in which, like from a common ancestor, some individuals will grow from a common ancestor. But later on adapt to the environments in which they are living. Adapt to environments in which they are living. Take a look at the duality of unity and diversity of life with the example of these birds who have variations but with a common body plan. Here we go. We are moving on to the next concept proposed in this book. You see, Charles Darwin had proposed the theory of natural selection by some observations. Let's see what these observations were. The first observation is that individuals have certain traits or characteristics. Individuals have traits or characteristics which seem to be heritable, that means coming from parents to offspring. Which seem to be heritable. Moving on to the second observation. The second observation is that individuals can produce more offspring then can survive itself to produce of their own kind, to reproduce of their own kind. More of their own kind. Over here it tells us that individuals can produce more offspring than even the environment can support. That means competition is inevitable over here. Moving on to the third observation. Third observation, which is individuals are best suited to environments in which they evolve. Individuals are best suited in environments which they are adapted to. From these three observations, Charles Darwin had got some explanation for evolution, which we will discuss in a later time, but first you take a look at the board and see the three observations. Then we will talk about whatever he had derived from these three observations. Here we go. Moving on to the next part. To the local environment which they are adapted to. Which they are adapted to, and they are better, more suited to the environment than less suited individuals. Adapted to, but less suited individuals cannot adapt so well. Cannot adapt so well. And obviously, to adapt to these environments, there are certain traits or characteristics behind that. Traits. And countless generations of that individual take over these advantageous traits. Countless generations take over these advantageous traits. And this very mechanism of evolutionary adaptation is called natural selection. Mechanism of evolutionary adaptation is natural selection. Now you may take a look at the board so that can sharpen your concept. Here we go. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and please like, share, and subscribe my channel, and stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.